SRTV. Innovative content, global audience.
Good afternoon, and you're watching SRTV. My name is Somto Black, reaching you live from SRTV Studio Abuja. And today on the Sofa Show, we have an amazing guest on the show. Permit me to brag a little bit. When it comes to business, I bring the best entrepreneurs on the show. And today we are having an amiable guest, and I'd like him to introduce himself to us. Please, can we get to meet you, sir?
Thank you so much, Black. Um, my name is EZEKIEL, GODBLESS, Nando. Yeah, and I'm glad to be here.
Okay, sir. All right. Wow, that's a very concise and a brief introduction. Please, can you tell us what you do? And yes, what you
All right, I'm a digital specialist,
do. Okay,
or rather, I would say I'm a communication and media specialist as well.
okay,
Yeah, I run a digital agency named Agent Digital Agency. So it's named from the anacronyms of my own name,
okay.
EGN, which is EZEKIEL, GODBLESS,
Oh wow.
Digital Agency, and it's cooperated with the Corporate Affairs Commission.
Okay.
And EGN Digital is 4 years and going. It's 4 years and going. Yeah.
Wow, wow. That was very awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you. And meanwhile, you look good, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like, yeah.
So you heard it from the horse's mouth himself. So today we're going to be asking you too many questions because the truth is that life is all about entrepreneurship. And in case you're joining us for the first time, On the Sofa is a show where we discuss about entrepreneurship. With the present economy, everybody needs to find an alternative means, which is entrepreneurship. And to be honest with you, most times what pays more now is the skill that you have, learned and acquired. I think one of my lecturers back then in school used to say it's not about certificate but certificate. What can you do? What if the white collar job doesn't come up? What can you do with your life? Will you fold your hands in defeat and drop your face in sorrow and anguish like everything is over? So it's even I think the economy is not favorable, but it's also favorable to an extent because you cannot grow outside your comfort zone. You cannot grow in your comfort zone. Something must happen for you to start thinking. So with the present economy, it can push you to that point of having a rethink of your life. What can I do? What can I do better? Or what can I learn now? What skill set can I acquire to be able to at least generate revenue for myself? So today on the show, we'll be asking you so many questions because you're just here to inspire someone out there. A lot of people want to go into the digital space, but they don't know how to. It sounds like in fact, it looks like a very big mountain to them. They are like, digital space. I just love anything IT, but I don't know how to go about it. Let me just go and look for a job. Meanwhile, you can earn a living from this digital space. So the first question I have for you, Mr. Ezekiel, what inspired your journey? Because um, I can decide to go into the fashion space. I can decide to go into the entertainment space. I can decide to go into the food business. So why did you think digital business, and what generally inspired you to looking at that aspect of business?
Okay. Right from time, I'm passionate about anything that has to do with the internet.
Okay.
I think I'm a very young person, but my first time to own or I was gifted a mobile phone was back then at 2008.
Wow.
Well, it means nothing to me. There's all those sergeant phone there. So it means nothing to me. It's not valuable as at then as a young person. And since from then, the life continues. And the next phone I could get was a Techno phone. I can still remember vividly. Techno Express Music that allows me to browse. So I fall in love most of the time with anything that has to do with the internet, and I love automations
Okay.
very, very well. So I just believe I should be able to have a world where I don't need to do everything and everything by myself at all time. I should be able to have a way where I can just automate certain things, and at this certain time they respond to what I actually prompt them to do at a certain time. So my journey was inspired by my 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 desires or my passion for the things that concerns internet and digital. So I'm inspired and automations as well. So it prompts me into a journey in the digital space. And since then, it has been an awesome journey all through.
Wow, that's very impressive and encouraging. So I want to ask a question. Must you have a passion for a particular aspect of business before you delve into it? Because the truth is that Nigeria is Nigerian us. So I don't think following your passion, we see a lot of bankers cooking. We see a lot of things are going on. So must it be? I like the fact that your business was born out of passion. When you match passion to something you do, it sets you apart automatically. So, but do you think that you must have passion for this aspect of business before you venture into it?
Sure. Like for me, I believe everything one is set out to do, if it is not born out of passion,
Then
it
forget
goes
it.
nowhere.
Okay.
Just forget about
Okay.
it. So if you're going into the digital space, not because everybody say, you want to be a tech bro, you want to be a tech sis, you want to just follow the trend. Of course, everybody wants to be in the digital space by all means. But ultimately, passion is the number one drive, followed by your commitment for that. So your passion is your number one. The commitment to me is like the fuel for your own passion. So it keeps you going. So without passion, you're going nowhere. Like this passion actually made me drop a course to take a course that is a media and communication to be able to fit
interesting.
in
Wow.
my own career.
Wow.
Because I started a course that is not in line with the media, it's not in line with
Sphere, yeah.
digital space. So it's 2 years after, I had to make a very good decision. And I just stopped and I picked another course again, starting all over
Wow.
to tailor it to my own
To your
passion.
passion. To your passion.
Yeah.
And I wish we knew this thing early enough. In Nigeria, when you get to SS3 and you pass your WAEC, it gets to a point where you're now very desperate for admission, right?
Sure.
You just want to go to school because all your sets are already in school. And that's why I think guidance and counseling is very needful in such a time like this. A lot of people are out there doing nothing, not because they cannot get a job, but because they don't have passion for what they studied. And most of them cannot even defend what they studied for 4 years and above. So I like the fact that your passion is moving your business, and if there is nothing moving your business, then believe me, it's going nowhere.
Yeah.
And a wise man said, I think my pastor said that 2 Sundays ago. He said that the wise man said that if you want to make money, you don't chase money, you chase value.
Yeah.
So money is a natural result for the value you give out there. That's very impressive. So young people out there, the first step to making money, the first step to venturing into any business is passion. Is this something I can do? Is this something I can dedicate my time to? Is this something I'll give in my very best? Then if the answer is no, you may have to rethink and do something that suits your passion. So secondly, what do you think sets your business apart? What is your cutting edge? What is that thing that will make Mr. Customer A go for you rather than B? Yeah.
Okay, of course, the slogan of EGN Digital Agency is innovative and a creative hub.
Innovative and
And creative.
creative. Okay.
So innovation is one thing that sets my business apart from other digital agencies out there.
The ability to
To
upgrade,
innovate, to upgrade.
think out new things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
And also being creative alongside. Because these are the two things for me.
Okay.
And there are actually more. So the ability to be creative, ability to think
Ahead
and outside the box
Wow.
is one thing that actually stands out for me. Because if I'm actually dealing out with clients out there, I will first of all hear what they really want, what they want to achieve. And of course, since I'm running a creative agency as well, I'll think ahead, what can I add in innovation? What can I make such ideas or such demand of this client to be more fabulous than what he actually needed?
Oh, wow.
And one of the things that actually helped me stand out in my own business is my I work on clients' budgets.
Okay. Yes.
My pricing, I will ensure that, and if you needed a job done, and the first thing I normally ask, do you have a sample of the kind of job you want?
Okay.
And what is your budget for such job? How much are you willing to pay? Let me know. Like 2 days ago, no? Yeah, 2 days ago, someone reached out to me that he needed a video coverage for something. And the first thing I ask, what is your budget? To know the level of equipment I'm coming with. I can work with his budget, but just know that if you're paying higher, I'll give you the best touch. And another thing about that stands out for me is that I don't compromise the standard of my job.
Okay.
Back then, when I started until today, I go extra miles for my clients to just make them feel good on the jobs.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I don't compromise the standard, because if I do a job for a client, I'm expecting that someone should ask who did this job.
Definitely, that's the whole essence of business. If you can't get a referral or this person didn't, then you're not doing business.
Yeah. So some of these things actually help me stand out, and they're actually key for me.
That's interesting. There's something you said that you know struck me. You said that you work with your budget, your client's budget. In this kind of economy, it's always good to have packages. Some people just tell you, this is my budget, I have a fixed budget, and one thing about business, one little thing I know about business is that turn up is key. Yes, if you are selling your maybe product for a cheaper rate, selling it for, let me not use the word cheaper rate, an affordable rate, and someone else is selling it at a very very expensive rate, you might have met 10 or 100 customers in a day, while that person just made one customer.
Yes.
And when you check the turn up, you find out that the other guy is making, the one that his commodities are more affordable, is even making more sales than you are. That doesn't mean that the quality of their products are low. Like you said something that struck me when you first mentioned that you run different packages for your clients depending on their budget. I was coming to that question, but you answered it. You also said that even as you work according to their budget, you still do not compromise your standard, because that is the short law to get another contract. That's very innovative. Of course, that's what sets you apart.
Yes. Yeah.
So in this, okay, one thing about IT is that the trends keep changing. How do you manage it? How do you go with the trends? Business is all about innovation, like for all I know. Like when it comes to the fashion industry, if you see those tailors that still wear their clothes on a stick, growing up, I saw those things. Now we have mannequin.
Yeah.
Some people that if you're still there, I'm not sure you'll be getting the clients that you want. So I believe that everything is changing. We are living in a world that the trends are, continually changing. So how do you keep up with trends? How do you keep up with trends?
For me and my teams, our hands are always on decks. And this space, the digital space we are, is not a space that you think one can keep working for months, for a good number of time. Everything changes.
Sure.
Okay, look at Facebook. Facebook automatically, most of it's run by algorithms. Just the AIs. Nobody works. Not like on then. If you have a challenge, you can reach out to Facebook support. And now this algorithm are already set. If you do this, they give you this.
Sure.
And they always change. They have the way they behave. So I and my team, our hands are always on decks. And knowing that we're in this space, there are people who are ahead of us in this space. So we cannot neglect the fact of following top industries. While we cannot neglect the fact of networking with people who are ahead of us in the business. So things that we are yet to see, they've already seen it because of the collaboration, because we follow top industries and influencers in the industry. We'll get to come closer to trends. Because where we are, they are actually ahead of us. And of course, by consistent follow-up, by consistent collaboration, and by the virtue of their influence, the acts of influence to the industry, bring us more closer to trend. No matter what is going, in as long as we are not relenting, our hands are also on deck. Our following people who are leading the industry. Of course, we are staying up to trends.
That's a point.
Yeah.
That's a point you made. Yes, like you had it again from him. In business, you don't just stay where you started. Trends are fast changing. So you said something that I would recap as mentorship. Follow who know road. People who are already made their marks as icon in this sphere. You need to, follow them up to know because their mistakes, you will not end up making their mistakes because they are now mentoring you. So you don't get to fall into the ditch and come out before you learn. So that's one of the bridges mentorship, covers. Well, that's very, very, very innovative. And again, apart from getting a good source of mentorship, you mentioned something too that was very profound. You must be on the go. Personal development. You must always research. You must be a constant researcher. You don't just fold your hand and say, hey, that's not this thing they do. No, you must want to. Because if you must, especially in the space of IT, and more, like 2 minutes, the thing is going on. I wish you more
and sorry,
grace.
and to add more to that, there are courses I take after every 2 years, the same course.
Wow.
Because that academic believe that the industry keeps changing.
Okay.
So they give you license for those 2 years.
Okay.
So the certificate is only valid for 2 years.
Wow.
So after 2 years, to be certified again, you need to go and take
for
that same course
Exactly.
because they've updated quite a number of things. So that is just how it's
That's like relearning.
relearning.
Wow, that's
Relearning.
perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect. Yes, yes. You can attest with me that some of the courses you did in school you focused on them. Yes. I said, I'm a mass communicator. They'll ask you a simple question in mass communication, you start scratching your head. So you need to relearn. To be very so you don't become obstinate. For you to be useful in this time and season, you need to relearn. Don't assume you know it. Sometimes you see them make mockery of them on the TV. And this guy is a graduate of computer science, but it's not like he doesn't know it or he was not taught. It's just like he forgot. So you need to up it, relearn. If there's nothing you're taking out from this show, please relearn. That thing you think you know, don't assume you know it. Relearn. Don't read to pass. Read to know. Okay. To the next question. Of course, you know that there are stop signs, challenges. If you tell me that since you started this business, it's been from, let me sound very spiritual, from glory to glory. Amen. It has always been from glory to glory. But that does not cancel the fact that you've not encountered some challenges, right? Yes. So what are the for someone watching us now and you want to delve into this space, I want you to know the challenge. Like for a young lady that's about to get married, you now ask her your neighbor, you're pregnant though. So how will they do you? So before you now, you already put in your mind that when I get married and I'm pregnant, I'm expecting this kind of. So what are the challenges in this space, and can you share some practical challenges you faced on the long run and how we were able to overcome them?
Sure. There are quite a number of challenges, but thank God, there are challenges that I believe one can outgrow.
Okay.
So in the space, actually starting a career in the digital space, just like this, it's not easy at first. This is not a space whereby you will learn a thing and think you are a pro in it. No. There are processes where after learning, like what's the name of this author? Can't remember, but once I remember, I will let you know. He said the best way to learn or to gain mastery of something is learn that thing, practice and teach. So learn it, know the thing, practice it now, and teach. So you gain mastery of that thing. So some of the challenges I encounter in my journey 4 years and going now is at first, sometimes when you feel that okay, I've done all on this job is top notch. Your client,
You get that feeling, right? And your client's like, what is this?
especially when it comes to graphic design, branding, and all of that.
Okay.
you will actually ask a client, okay, what's the sample of oil? What do you want? They will tell you their color combinations, everything. When you're done with the design, they will ask for another one. Do it in a different color. They will ask you, okay, change this and redo it. They might end up reviewing that job 5 times and later tell you, okay, I will pick the first one. Forgetting all the stress. And clientele is one of the challenges. Clientele is one of the challenges. But thank God for God, I've outgrown that stage. What helped me to outgrow is my competence in what I'm doing and the standard I give for my jobs.
Okay, how do you manage clients? I was coming to that. Like, sometimes if you don't stand your ground, you get clients who may want to press you like they are ribbons, like this illustration you gave. Someone will tell you to make 5 designs, not knowing that 5 designs should come with a cost, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they pick the first. How do you manage such a situation? How do you manage it?
Okay, for me, at first I made my clients. I first of all I build a good relationship with them, so that they can be able to give me sincere feedback after every work. So now, for those clients that will behave in that manner, at first it's actually hurting, but I keep learning through the process. I believe maybe they want to get something exceptional from me.
Wow.
But with time, to actually ease the stress, because you might have some pile up of jobs and you're trying to meet one or two, I give you time. It depends on the package you're going for. I give you time for review. I'll tell you, okay, for this package you are going, you only have 2 reviews for this job.
Beautiful.
For this package you are going, you only have 1 review. So if I sent the job, tell me everything you want. After job done, when I send, you only have 1 time to review. And once it's effected, that is all. There are packages that allow you to review 5 times, 3 times, and all of that.
Definitely.
To be able to ease the stress on my head and also allow me to carry out some other work.
That's more like striking a balance and not allowing yourself to get overworked or then get, when you make these situations known to them from ab initio that this is it. You only have 2 reviews or 3 reviews that they can. Well, that's impressive. So please stay with us. We'll be right back after a commercial break, and don't go anywhere.
SRTV Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to help you move your goods from one place to another. If you're moving your goods out of the country or within the country, you can come to us. Trust us to handle your deliveries with the utmost care and professionalism, ensuring your items reach their destination safely and on time. Don't settle for anything less. We're part of the global supply chain of helping goods to move from one point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers. You can contact us with the numbers on the screen or email us at logistic@superiorradioandtelevision.com. Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let SRTV Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home. We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience, surrounded with modern nature. That's definitely what you crave for. Well, you asked for it, and here we have it. Why not live the best of your dreams by making do with time, space, and value? The smartest form of real estate investment is that which is done at the initial public offer. Join the long list of satisfied clients who have chosen SRTV Real Estate for all their property needs. We pride ourselves in turning your dreams into homes. Act today. Secure your slice of a palace, even on a flexible payment plan, and embark on a journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Your dream is valid, living in a place of fabulous wealth and great opportunities. Don't compromise the standards of living. Explore the world of vast opportunities by investing in SRTV Real Estate today. Superb location, habitable, accessible, attractive, and a secret to every smart investor. For your real estate, SRTV is trusted and reliable. Contact us today with the number on the screen or email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
So far with your girl Somto Black, and today we are still looking at the digital space, and I'm still with my amiable guest, Mr. God Bless Ezekiel. So we'll start up from where we stopped. So back to you, sir. How can you measure your success and your return of investment in this business sphere?
Okay, so far so good. The Lord has been so good. Uh, in the in the space, like for me, one thing that I do always in measuring success is to take review after every time.
Okay.
I give it time. Okay, after this month, I turn back to see the level of growth and the level of achievement.
Okay.
Of course, one as the one starting in this business, um, in our business of the digital spaces, it has not been easy. So sometimes you find it challenging to even track whether or not this success is something tangible or tangible. But then, measuring success and return of investment is something I do monthly, quarterly, um, uh, half of the year, and yearly. So I always go back to check. Okay, how many courses in this year have I been able to pay and attend, and how do I what changes has that course that I paid for to learn to help me in the space. Okay, if this is my capacity in web design, or if this is my capacity in running mental arts, okay, now I think, of course, the algorithm are changing, trends are changing. Okay, let me go update. If I'm paying for this course now, the next time I'm going to run an ad, how what is the return of that ad? And also, after knowing the return of that ad, and let me know what changes. How better am I now than before? Because the truth is that in this space, you cannot rely on your self-pace alone. You need to keep learning, even in as much as you keep teaching others, in as much as people look up to you, you keep learning and learning. And sometimes you just go ahead, okay, you need to get some equipment as well. Branding is in there for you to do. So some of these things, if I'm putting up a branding, okay, I'm branding some certain number of shirts, giving out to people, face cap, and fly. What return is what actually that branding, how well is it able to give awareness to people out there who are actually saying this? So for me, I check at all points. But then God has been so good.
Very, very how will I put it? Important, because when you keep giving and giving and you and when you go for a training, it's not just to say I went for this training to brag. If that training cannot, because you pay heavily.
Yeah.
I remember when I finished school, I went for one training at Ileife. I had to even raise the money because I didn't have the complete money. So when I went for the training and I came back, I sat and I was like, okay, you're back. So how well can you maximize this training? How can you exchange it to become money? Because if you just want to keep that certificate to brag, I have this certificate, then you have already defeated the main essence of attending that training. So you must, like you said about your branding, if I'm putting out my brands, if I'm making these t-shirts and stuff like that, how is it coming back to me? It's a question every business owner should ask themselves. Every investment I make on me and my team, how well does it come back to me? So, and you said something about review. You must have a review system. Don't just drive like a reckless driver who's just going to nowhere. You cannot stop and say, wait, I started this journey from Abuja. I'm at Lokoja. Where am I going to? How far? So far, how have I? So that must be a checkmating system for you. If you don't have it in your business, then profit maximization may be very, very minimal. So let me go to the next question. You know, a lot of business owners upgrade themselves, come to a company, um, the owner is PhD, doctor, only you. And how do you extend that training to your team? Because I believe so much that If there's no proper mentorship, leadership, and a system running, things will go out of hand. How do you, like for example, you come to a school when the school owner is not around. Maybe I'm a parent and I'm coming to register my child. From the reception, from the gate, the reception I get can either boost my morale or tell me, this is not the right place to. So a lot of business owners do that. They invest in themselves, pour money into their business, but the people they are working with are not just in place. So how do you extend that training to your team members? Because I believe there are some times you may not be around and you would want to dedicate. How sure would you be that this person is actually going to deliver like me, deliver this job like me? So how is there any system you have put in place to also you know, um, pro, to also provide mentorship for these people? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. For my own team, as I've said earlier, our hands are always on this.
Okay.
Like just the way some people can just say, this person is too serious about things. Yeah, it's fine because I need to know where I'm going. I need to be deliberate about what I'm heading to and where I want to go. And for my team, we are always working, and for that reason, we are not we are not being ignorant of updating ourselves. We are not being ignorant. The only thing for me, like I took a course on um, web design, diploma in web design at Scholar Institution of Technology in Portland. So it's actually a safe-paced program. So after paying the old dollars for the fee and all of that, I share the login details to those sites to my own friends
Okay.
and team members. Because in as much as yes, I know the certificate will come in my name, but they also have the opportunity to navigate the space and learn at their own self pace, just the way I'm doing it from my own end. Sometimes and I actually encourage us to go out for seminars. Go out for seminars. Like today, if I'm hearing anything like has to do digital incline and I know I need it, where that seminar is holding, I get to know, and proximity allows me. Of course, we are going, and time. We are going. Except if I'm not in town or some of the team members are not in town. In as much as we are in town, we must attend. We must attend. So that things that I will not be able to list to hear at the cost of the seminar or workshop, my own team member will do. So when we needed it, if I can't remember, they will remember. Of course. So our hands are always on deck and we are open to be teachable. We are open to keep moving, to updating ourselves and all of that. We take courses as well. So that some people will reach out, do you do training, mentorship, and all of that. We also reach out to others who are leading in the industry. Do you do training? I need mentorship. I need all of this. So if the mentorship we're paying for, if it will allow for more than one person, we go as time permits. If it's just for one person, we go. And when I return, there is an update. This is another way of doing this. This is another way of doing that. Let's update. My own knowledge I got from somewhere, I bring it to the team. Everybody's benefiting. So we are always on the same page. So if the other has an update, it brings it up to us. You can do this thing this other way around. So that's
Well, that's very, very interesting. Interesting. I think I have a mentor that does that. So Mrs. Coaching, I think any training she goes for, she always sends us the link. Tell us, this is the better way to do it. I remember when I was very, very naive about content creation. I think she sent me slides of courses she paid heavily to attend in Lagos. So as a wise man is true wealth is that one that lives after you, it's not the one you eat. So for you to be able to, be able to push this knowledge into your team members is a very brilliant idea. A lot of people may say, let me hold it, let something set me apart, but it's costing your business. So have you considered training, or does your brand train? Like, apart from your team members, do you have a system through which you train for like people who's watching today? Somebody may be very engrossed and happy about the show and like I want to delve into the space. Have you created a system through which people can come and learn the art of digital marketing and everything digital?
Yeah, we provide training and consultation for those, but we've not made we've not sent an announcement to the public that okay, we do training. Okay, we are doing training from this time to this time, but we provide trainings and consultation. So firms out there that needed to know their stand, they want to get balance, they want to know more how they can dive into the digital marketing space for their businesses. We are also available for consultations, and we're also available for those who are passionate. I don't want to take your money because I needed the money to train you, and you are not passionate. I should train you and be proud that yes, this is my product.
Exactly.
So we will
Exactly.
train those who are passionate about it. I cannot be place of passion for me. I can never be overemphasized because that's one thing. That's one thing. That's one thing. I can sit doing this thing, this all my this has stuffs, forgetting that it's sunset. I've not eaten and all of that.
Yeah, that's it
So
that consumes you and you forget about every other thing.
yeah, so passion is just we train passionate individuals. Passionate individuals so that when you're coming, of course you give it the whole time, you'll be committed to it, and at the end, at least we should be proud of you and you also be proud of yourself.
That's interesting. So, very one last question before we call the show a wrap. I think I have two questions more for you, but this is like the second to last question before we call the show a wrap. So, is there an NGO arm of your organization? Is there a way you give back to society without like placing a price tag on it? Like I'm looking at like an innovative hub where you pick children from the streets who are eager, like you mentioned, the passion. But this kind of child is not financially buoyant or is not coming from a home that can foot this bill. Is there an NGO part of this business that empowers teenagers and young people on the street who have the passion but don't know how to go about it financially?
Okay, for now, um, there is nothing like that for the younger people. Pick them and begin to train. But then, of course, we're working on something like that. But the place of giving back to the society, I will say I started by giving out. I started from providing free services to people within my reach.
Okay.
So I actually have NGOs that I partner with. Is a partner or I volunteer for.
Okay.
So not regardless
I get.
they don't pay.
Get.
So I just
That's
do
also a very good
services
way to give
willingly
back. Yes.
to them.
Yeah.
So and so many people within my reach. Trust me, I said I started by begging people because now I've gone to learn. So I want to see how I can practice.
Okay.
So I go ahead reaching out to people. I can do this. Give me the opportunity
To do it for you.
to do it for you.
So
Not
really born out of passion.
yes.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not actually for the money. Let me just do it.
Do it.
Until date, I'm looking for such opportunity to extend to the society the services that I can provide for free. I'm looking out for such opportunity where necessary. I'm looking out for such opportunity where necessary.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, giving out to the society are in different segments. Like for where you are, a wise man said, start from where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So at this maybe phase of your business, the best way you can give out to society is volunteering. Volunteering, and I pray that your business is going to go from glory to glory to the point that you can actually do the street project and have a good number of people who you can say these are my products. And for volunteering to give out your services for NGOs is also a very very beautiful idea. It's also a very beautiful. Thank you for that. We need more Nigerians, young innovators who would also, because a wise man said, don't always think of what Nigeria will give to you. What are you giving it? What are you giving to Nigeria as a person? Yes. So let's also have this mindset of giving out. Giving out. When you want to give out, you get more. Because givers never lack. So the very last question So, where do you see yourself in the nearest future? What is your vision statement and your mission statement?
Yeah, of course. Where I'm seeing myself in the nearest future, as I've said, we are 4 years and going. And the last time I look back, there is much that has been achieved within these 4 years. So I'm looking at, by the special grace of God, becoming one of the leading digital agency in Africa.
Oh wow! I like the scope. I was waiting to hear Nigeria, but I had Africa. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, providing this digital solution to businesses and personal brand. Where we have people saying, if it is not EGN digital, then no one.
No. Wow.
Yes, so we just want to be. Of course, digital marketing agency is a very big
space.
It's a very big space with different segments.
Yeah.
So we're trusting God that soon we should be able to have a good property.
Okay.
That when you come in, you should know that you are in a digital hub.
Oh.
What do you want to do? You move to the department and they attend to you.
That's a massive dream.
Yeah.
And dreams come true.
Sure.
Yes. And even the Bible says that for the Christians, the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So whatever you think of yourself will surely come to us. But the question is, what are you thinking? Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you.
I learned a lot on my own end. It's just that I'm a media personality. I can't, if I want to go into the digital, I don't have the passion. So that disqualifies me. But for everything you said, it's really inspired me. And for you out there who is really looking at this space, you've had it all. And let passion be the driving force that is leading you to starting up that business. So you don't stop at the middle of the road. Then again, keep developing yourself, keep improving yourself. Don't live in yesterday. Peep into tomorrow. That's the word for somebody. And thank you so much for staying with us. And do well to subscribe on our YouTube channel, SRTV. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and we would love to hear from you. Your comments are very vital. When you do something, you need a feedback from the people. We love you. And until we come your way next time, this is On the Sofa. Until I come your way next time, I'm still Somto Black.
SRTV Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to help you move your goods from one place to another. If you're moving your goods out of the country or within the country, you can come to us. Trust us to handle your deliveries with the utmost care and professionalism, ensuring your items reach their destination safely and on time. Don't settle for anything less. We're part of the global supply chain of helping goods to move from one point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers. You can contact us with the numbers on the screen or email us at logistics@superiorradioandtelevision.com.